All right, first one. Okay, if you want to draw an extra circle over here on the right, I'm going to draw in 2 chords so that it looks like the picture that you see on the left. Okay, and I'm going to label the one part A, the second part of that chord B, and then C and D.
What page is it?
Page 23. All right, so the first formula deals with our chord situation. Okay, so this is our chord and chord intersecting. Okay, and what we are going to learn is that A times B is equal to C times D. The left part of the chord multiplied by the right part of the chord is equal to the left part multiplied by the right part. Would somebody be able to apply that to example number 1?
Would it be 9x equals 3 times 6?
How do you do?
Yes.
I agree.
How to do, yes.
So 9x is equal to 18. X is equal to 2. Sound good?
Yes.
All right. You try the next one.
Okay.
All right.
Is your brother next?
So this one, make sure you have the left 6 times the right, x plus 4, and then the left x times the right 12. So 6x plus 24 equals 12x.
Does it matter which way it goes first?
Does not matter, and it looks like most of you got x equal to 4. So we're good?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So second one, okay, is going to relate to the following picture. So I'm going to talk about a couple of different words that are going to be used. Okay, so number 1, what's that blue line called when it touches the circle?
Secant.
No. Tangent. Remember, T for touch. Okay, so reminder that this is the tangent. What's the red and the black line called?
A secant.
That's called a secant. All right. So we are going to refer to the AC part as the outside part of the secant. And then from C to T, I am going to refer to as the whole secant. So I'm going to use those words, outside, whole, and then tangent on the next couple of formulas. So make sure you understand what I'm referring to.
Outside,
Okay.
inside, whole.
Yeah, we're not going to focus on the inside as much. We're going to focus on the whole thing put together. Okay? All right, so to apply this, the first one that we are going to learn, okay, I'm going to make it look like the picture that you see over here. Okay? We have this outside part and we have this outside part. And then we have the whole secant and we have the whole secant. Okay? So the way it works, it is the outside part times the whole secant, and then that's equal to the outside part times the whole secant. So very similar to like the chord where it's left times right equals left times right. This is the outside times the whole thing, and then the outside times the whole thing. So if I apply it to over here, okay, if I'm talking about line FD, what part's on the outside? 11. What's the length of the whole thing? 21. Do you understand that 10 plus 11 makes 21?
Yes.
All right. And then if we talk about the second line, what's the outside part? 12. What's the whole thing?
12x.
I heard 12x.
Okay.
So we do 12 times x. But up here you did 11 plus 10, not 11 times 10.
Oh, 12.
Oh, how about 12 plus x?
Why 12 plus x?
Because you add the two pieces together.
Do you listen?
But you multiplied 11 by 21.
No, but the 21
Oh,
came
because
from
12
10
plus 4.
plus 11. Okay? All right, so from there, it just comes down to distributing, combining like terms, and solving. See what you get for x.
11 times 21.
All right, 11 times 21, did you get? 231.
You are already
144 plus 12x. Did you subtract 231 and 144?
Oh my goodness gracious.
I literally got that. What did I do?
Yes, I got it. That is 7.25.
And then you should get 87 divided by 12 is 7.25.
Yeah, I didn't do that.
All right, so try the one down here on the bottom, on the left. All right, so just catching up to some of you. 15 times 3x plus 15. And 20, the outside part, times 20 plus x. We're not doing the shark one yet.
Yeah, you got 7.
All right, 45x plus 225 equals 400 plus 20x. Subtract the x's, you get 25x. Subtract the 225, you get 175. 25 goes in 175 7 times. Any problems there?
Hold up.
Hold up. All right. Last one that we're going to learn, okay, deals with the idea of a tangent. So we have our circle, we have a tangent line, and then we have a secant, okay? Well, what you have to understand here is that this line here, our tangent line, is on the outside of the circle, and it's the whole thing. So when we say outside times the whole thing, it is itself multiplied by itself. So I am going to say it's the tangent multiplied by the tangent, or tangent squared is equal to, and so this is our tangent, equal to the outside times the whole when we talk about our secant. So remember, this is still our outside, this is still the whole thing, okay? So the tangent is the outside, the tangent is the whole thing, so that's why we just say tangent squared, okay? So over here, applying it, we're going to do 20 squared is equal to the outside, 8, times the length of the whole thing. What would the whole thing be?
8 plus R.
No.
Wait, 8 plus 2R.
8 plus R plus R.
What's R plus R?
2R.
So can't we just say 8 plus 2R?
Yeah, simple shit.
Right.
Oh no, we're bringing tan back into this.
But what tangent is just a word. We're not using the tangent.
Oh, I got so much anxiety for a second.
Okay.
I was like, oh no, I got like a 25%
So
that says.
400 is equal to 64 plus 16R. Subtract the 64, divide by 16. Tell me what you get. Chris has 21. Asil has 21.
21.
Some things never die.
Viente y
I
uno.
think it does die.
Yeah, be quiet, you normie.
You're a normie.
Apply this then to this one. See if you can solve for x.
36.
So
Forget.
15 squared equal to 9 times 9 plus 4x. Any problem getting x equal to 4? So next one, we're going to challenge ourselves a little bit here. Okay? There's a reason why we talked about all the factoring and foiling at the beginning. Okay? It's so that we can use it here. Okay? So would you agree that I would set it up as the outside x minus 3 times the whole thing? What would the length of this entire line be?
X minus 3 plus 2x plus 9.
So how many x's is that altogether?
That's like 4x's.
How about 3 x's, x plus 2x?
You have like quadruple.
And what's
3x plus 6.
plus 6? Are you okay with 3x plus 6 for this whole thing?
Yes.
All right? Then that's equal to the outside 9 times the length of its whole thing.
So 9 plus 3x plus 2.
Right. So what would that be?
11.
3x plus 11.
3x plus 11.
Wait a second. Why are we doing 9 plus 3x plus 11?
Because 9 plus 2.
Because the whole thing, remember how we said you had to figure out the length of the whole thing by adding the pieces together?
Oh, so you're just combining it?
So we're doing the outside times the whole thing, and then the outside times the whole thing.
Yes.
Okay? Alright, so now we have to FOIL here. So x times 3x gives us a 3x squared. X times a 6 gives us a 6x. A negative 3
9x.
times minus 9x, very good.
And then minus 18.
Very good. Equal to,
Oh.
27x plus 99.
No, it's 80. You forgot the 81.
what 81?
It's 9 times 3, isn't that 27?
Yep, and then 9 times 11.
Wait,
All right.
9 times 3.
So when you have an x squared and an x term, in order to solve, what's the one concept that we have to keep in mind in order to do?
Foil.
Put it to 0.
Well, we already did FOIL. We have
Yeah,
to,
set it equal
a
to
seal said set it equal to 0. So we have to get
That too.
one side of the equation to be 0. So that means we're going to subtract the 27x over and we're going to subtract the 99 over. Okay? So the 3x squared has nothing to combine with. So what is 6x minus 9x minus 27x?
Negative 30.
Okay? So we got a negative 30x. And then what is negative 18 minus 99?
Negative 117.
Okay, so we've got a negative 117 and then equal to 0. All right, then what we want to do is we want to unfoil this. But we have a number in front of the x squared term that makes
Are
it a
we
little
doing
bit
the,
more difficult.
The
Yes, but we got to do something first.
Take
Okay.
the 3 out, right?
So, a CO says take the 3 out, a GCF. Would you agree that 3 goes into all 3 of those numbers?
Yes.
All right, so we're going to take a 3 out, which means that we are going to divide by 3, divide by 3, and divide by 3. What's 3x squared divided by 3?
equals x squared.
9.
X squared.
What's 30 divided by 3?
10.
So minus 10x, and what's 117 divided by 3?
39.
Minus 39, and then equals 0. All right, so now our focus is we want to unfoil this. So we're going to split it into 2 parentheses. X will be in the beginning of both. And we need 2 numbers that multiply to be negative 39, that add to be negative 10.
Negative 13 and 3.
Do you agree with them?
Yeah.
Better.
Okay? So negative 13 and positive 3. And then we said when you go to solve, x is equal to the opposite. So x is equal to
13 and negative 3.
x is equal to 13 and x is equal to negative 3. Now let's think about this. If we go and plug in a negative 3 up here, we get a negative 3 minus 3, or a length of negative 6. Can you have a length that is negative?
Nope.
No.
So guess what? We got to throw this answer out. It's an extraneous solution.
So
It
it's
doesn't
13.
work.
All that for nothing.
No, x equal to 13 is our other
Will
answer.
there always be a negative one? So then you just do the
Not
opposite?
always. No.
So then what happens if they're both
Literally, what
positive?
was the point of?
Then you can have 2 answers.
Or they're both negative?
Possibly one of them works. What?
There was no
Dude,
point.
your mom called you too?
No, we got x equal to 13. We figured out the answer.
I'm not even kidding. My mom just FaceTimed
Right?
my iPad.
Okay.
Okay?
That's so weird.
All right. Last one.
Like,
Okay? This one's going to challenge us a little bit. Okay? So this one deals with the one with the tangent. So how is this going to get set up?
Not easy.
So x plus x plus, or x times x plus 4
Okay? Equals.
equals 5 squared. And then it was,
Isn't that it?
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay? So if I distribute, I got x squared plus 4x equal to 25. And now we have to
Set
Yeah.
it equal to
Yeah.
0.
set equal to 0.
So,
So x squared plus 4x minus 25 equals 0. So now you got to think, are there 2 numbers that multiply to be a negative 25
wait,
that
how
add
come
to
we
be a
don't unfoil
4?
this time?
We are going to, that's what we're trying to do right now.
No, there is not. So
Oh,
there's no
no, there's not.
solution.
All right, so Spencer says there's no 2 numbers that multiply to be negative 25 that add to be 4. So that means we can't unfoil it. We can still solve it, but that means we need a different method, something that we haven't talked about before. Does anybody remember the
How do we remember
quadratic
it? We haven't talked about it.
formula?
The quadratic formula, x equals negative b plus or minus square root b squared minus 4ac all over 2a.
It's like he's been waiting his whole life to say that.
Very good. For 2 points extra credit, that was great.
Very amazing.
Okay, very good. So,
Never doing that ever.
well, we're gonna stop here, okay? So,